Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of BizzTalk. And this is our Sustainable Entrepreneurship edition. So we've only done a few of these, but I have enjoyed every single one of them. Really excited today. We have Ankit here today from his organization, Unico. And we're going to be talking about probably the most interesting topic so far, which is sharing sustainable happiness. Very different than what we've talked about with our other guests, which have been very targeted, industries or what have you. So I'm really excited for today. Ankit, thank you for being here. Welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thank you so much for inviting me and to share my journey and vision.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Wonderful. Well, Ankit, getting started, could you take a few minutes and just tell the audience a little bit about yourself, maybe your background, and maybe how you got into sustainability within your career?
So, hello everyone, myself Ankit Tripathi, and I am a young social entrepreneur, and I am just 23 years, and I am basically by profession, I'm a mechanical engineer. So, in 2019, I just graduated and completed my engineering. So, the journey of my entrepreneurship of starting this venture called Unico of sustainability and all is started when I was in the first year of my engineering. So when I was in my first year of engineering, so I am very much keen interest of doing robotics and all. So a lot of professors came to me and they suggested that Ankit, you have bright future of robotics and all. You have to go for robotics one, learn robotics, and it will be a good future for robotics. But the one thing is I always want to follow my passion and my dream. So my passion is to do something good for the society, for doing something good for the society. So I choose, and that time that was a time in 2015. There are a lot of terms like social entrepreneurship, sustainability, climate change. These all terms are on boom. So I decided I want to become a social entrepreneur. So basically my birthplace is Sri Ayodhya, which is birthplace of Lord Rama. So my families belong from there, and when I entered into third year, so there will be one application form that I have to sign it with my parents, that I have to for sitting into a placement drives. So I came to my mom and I just said I just said to my mom that mom, just signed on this paper. I don't want to do a job. So it will be kind of a bomb to my mom, and my mom suddenly shocked and she said, really, you don't want to do a job? I said, yes, I really want to become a social entrepreneur, and I want to create an impact on society and our environment and for our planet. So for 4 to 5 days, my mom face is very sad, and
Right.
she just want to do me a job. She said actually we belongs from a very normal class family. So she said, we put a lot of monies in your education, in your engineering, and now you are saying you will not do a job. Then what you will do? I said, I want to become an entrepreneur. I will become a job creator, not a job seeker, and I really want to create an impact. So after 4 to 5 days, my mom will be fine, and she signed on that paper, and that's I submitted to my college that I will not going to sit in a placement. Then my entrepreneurial journey started. So in Delhi, where I live, so there is a landfill. So there will be landfill which is near to my home. It will be approx 5 kilometers far from my home. So whenever I go to my college, at that time I was in final year. So whenever I go to my college, all time I just saw that landfill. That landfill height is increasing day by day, just like my age is increasing. So and that was my turning point. And I one day I visit that landfill. I just see the height is increasing, and there are a lot of plastic waste and the waste like which we use it in our offices or from which we generated from our home, it ultimately reaches to those landfill. And that landfill is very scared, like lot of students, lot of children are be there on that landfill, which are segregating the plastics and metals, glass in different areas, and they on the same on that landfill, people are there, they can like children can sell those segregated things to the people. So there will be like they don't have to move to the some place, they only have to segregate it, and there are buyers on that same, like on the same landfill, they have to just give to these segregated things to the buyer, they will give them a cash. So
Okay.
that was a very scared things, and then I decided I will work on this thing. And then I'll read a lot of newspaper, a lot of articles, like lot of read lot of ministries website as well. Then I decided I want to create a brand called Unico, in which I will work on those kind of providing alternatives, because everyone is saying, we don't use single use plastic, we don't want to create carbon, we want to reduce our carbon footprints, everyone saying stop uses of single use plastic, but what's the alternative? So people don't have the alternative for that. Then that was the one loophole. And then I see that loophole, that yes, here's my role will become, if I create some impactful products and buy my brand, that will be a kind of a alternatives. So this will be a good idea, and in that I will create impact as well. So then I decided of Unico, and my journey of entrepreneurship journey start from this of visit of my landfill, from where I created a brand called Unico, in which I want to provide an alternatives, any alternatives, any product which we use in our office utility, gifting, or in event and conferences, which is made up of plastic or those kind of a materials which harms our environment. We at Unico want to give an alternative for that. So
Wow.
that's my entrepreneurial journey. And you don't believe it, like I starting selling my products in metro, like while going to my college, I sell lot of products, like lot of my products in metro. That was the starting when I was like just 1 month, my startup is just 1 month old. And that was the entrepreneurship, just because of I want to create an impact. So after 1 month, there is another problem came to my life, and was to finding a co-founder. That was a
Right.
very big question for every entrepreneurs and every startups, like to finding a co-founder is just like to finding maybe your husband or a wife. So
Definitely.
so I choose, like we are only two brothers. So my elder brother, he is also a mechanical engineer, and that time he is work as a consultant, as a design thinker consultant. So he usually visit to industries and giving the ideas so that they can save their monies. So one day I talked to my brother and I said, I need your help. Why not you can resign your of company and join my Unico. And then we both brothers can do very good thing, and we can make our brand as a big, as a global brand. So then we feel ki, yes, we can do something good. And next day I again put another bomb in my family, that now this time I want I want my brother to resign their current job. Then so that time, like earlier my mom is sad, like she said, but now my father is also came, and they both, my mother and dad, my both mom dad are become very sadly, and they said, you both brothers are like fool, and you are you are completely fool, you both are completely fool, and now you are, I don't know what you guys do. And after like for 1 week, even we will when we take eating foods, they always like taunt us, uh, eat more, because we know you don't have to earn the money, you want to do a entrepreneur, you have to start your startup. So after 1 week, the situation is like little good, and then they both said, okay, do whatever what you want, but remember one thing, what you want, just follow your passion and do it with your hard working. From that day we started, and you don't believe, we started from 100 rupees, that was the Indian currency, and in 2 years we crossed 50 lakh revenues, with an impact, with supporting different communities, with featuring a lot of media channels. I recently gave my TED talk also, like when I was in my student and I was in first year. That was my dream. Like a lot of speakers, a lot of guest speakers came to my college, and they at least always listen TED talks. So that was my dream, that when I will give my TED talk. So recently that my dreams got converted into reality, and I give my TED talk as well. So that was my journey of entrepreneurship, how that started.
That's amazing. That's amazing. So I don't think I think your experience is unique, coming from mechanical engineering and robotics, moving into sustainability. I think that your story is interesting, that it's not unlike a lot of entrepreneurs, right? So one, you started off doing something totally different. You found a need and a passion and you chased it. And certainly you're not the first entrepreneur whose parents said, "Oh my gosh, what are you doing with your life? I don't understand. What, you're wasting your time." This is a common thing, especially for families that aren't familiar with entrepreneurship, right? So I was lucky. I was raised by an entrepreneur, so I didn't deal with this problem. But I know others that deal with it, and I think that it's very brave, and it shows a lot of courage to start your own company. That's one. But to do it when your family is not supportive is even more. So yeah. I look to you as someone with a lot of courage, very brave, to fight through that and to do that. So and you've already given a little bit of background on Unico, but I would love to learn a little bit more about what kinds of products did you develop? And I'm guessing your brother has helped you develop some of these products since you're both engineers. Tell us a little bit about some of the products that you are working on and how people have adopted them.
So like in Unico, we generally in India, like a lot of people have a mindset like they feel waste. So ultimately the people feel that this is, suppose we buy a product, suppose we buy any toothbrush, okay, any toothpaste we buy. So there's a packaging of toothpaste. So we in Indians, I don't know about like other countries, but the people mindset is all about. But in Indians, majority of people mindset had packaging. It means it's a waste. You just take your main product and then packaging, just put it in the dustbin. That ultimately reaches to the landfill. Although we are paying the packaging cost, but still we feel that packaging is a waste. So we feel, and like similar, a lot of waste are be there in India, a lot of kind of a waste which people feel this is the waste. Like, so we at Unico utilize those waste, like people which feel that it is a waste. We feel waste is not a waste. Waste is a resource which is placed, which is at wrong place, at wrong time, in wrong form. We at Unico utilizes those waste and converted those waste into a sustainable product that will be a kind of alternative for current use product, by which our environment got harmed. So this is the main thing, how we find the materials, how we opt the materials by which we can make some products. So let's talk with the ID card. So there is a very common thing called ID card. Whenever we go to the lot of event and conferences, there is an ID card which we while entering in a conference, we get an ID card which is which is made up of a plastic. So we converted, like we gives an alternative with a recycled paper of ID card, which is my ID card is like it's 100% biodegradable. That ID card, like we innovate it in 3 a.m. morning. We both brothers are brainstorming over the ideas, and then we find, and in 3 a.m. we finalize the product, and next day we receive an order from ISRO. That was a very good organization. And we also, so this is the one product. So we have a lot of product range, like in offices, utilities, in gifting, and in event and conferences. Like we helps the organizations to make their event and conference as a zero waste. So we recently make this product. This is the bamboo. So bamboo is a grass. The more you cut, it will grow. So the concept is like you have to, it will work as your amplifier. So you have to put your mobile phone over this, so it will work as a mobile stand as well, and then it will amplify your sound. So this is my one product that I recently make this product.
Wow.
So there are a lot of products I have, like we recently make this ID diary. This is Let's Startup. This is made from the waste wood. So we compress those woods and make these diaries out of it, and it has a recycled paper and all. So these are the pens that we make it from the recycled paper. It has a seed. So once you are done with your pen, you have to put it in the plant. It will grow.
Wow. What kind of plant will it grow?
So it has a carrot seeds.
Carrot seeds. Wow.
Yeah. So
Now,
we put a lot of seeds according to the client's need. So all the products are, we are proudly supplying our products to WWF India as well. So WWF India is our one of our client. Then National Geography, Bennett University. So there are a lot of international companies are being our clients. So these type of products we are making, we are using jute. We are providing some product with a jute. We are making some product with a cork as well. So we usually make some lot of products from the waste cork. We make some products from the bamboo. We recently start doing R&D and making notepads out of the cigarette waste. So cigarette waste, like smoking, like everyone when smoke it, so there is always one cigarette birds that will be a waste.
absolutely.
So
And
people just throw it.
Speaking of
So
that waste,
we collected.
people throw that on the ground too. That waste doesn't even usually make it
Yeah.
into a landfill, right? It's just all over the ground. That's the worst. So,
Yeah. So we collect those cigarette waste, and we are in process, and so soon we are building a notepads out of those waste.
wow.
So
Notepads from cigarette waste.
yeah.
That's
So
cool.
and also we are recently working with the dry leaves. So there is in India, like although dry leaves are not a waste, but in India it treat as a waste. So we collected those waste and building some different composite out of it. So these are the types of materials by which we are trying to provide an alternatives to the corporates. And another thing is, like from this, like someone is suppose, so if someone is buying this speaker, it will be
Right.
a kind of gifting product. Okay, but the thing is, the all the products which we are providing, like we have 45 plus product innovations. So all the
45?
yeah,
Wow.
so
Wow.
all the products are made with the help of marginalized communities. So in India, there are a lot of communities, like people don't want to support them. So we supporting these communities, and we are like especially able people, sex workers, transgenders, your specially able people, villages women, and jail inmates. So these are the communities which we are trying to support by our products. So the every product is made with any of marginalized community. So if anyone buying our products, any corporate, any organization is buying our products, they can proudly say that we are creating dual impact. One is on the planet and other one is on the society.
Wow. Wow. That's amazing. So real quick, do you want to show, I know you had a few products there with you. Do you have anything you want to share on screen? Maybe show a few other products. I want to be conscious of time. We've got about 9 minutes left. That I'd love if you could show just a few more products, and then I have some questions for you after that. But yeah, I'd love to see
So this is the landfill. So this is the landfill which triggered my mind, and this is our hashtag called Make Planet Happy. Whatever we are doing, just to make our planet happy. This is our mascot. Its name is Polu.
Oh, I love it.
So babe, Polu is a, so I will show you in the next slide. So Polu is our mascot. It's a baby polar bear which shows an urgency to human beings kindly switch to the sustainable products and save their lives, because the first impact of climate change is on the polu. So this is our mascot. Its name is Polu.
Wow.
So it's a
Wow.
baby polar bear. So we have a lot of products. So I will show you this one, air purifier, which we made it from the coconut and bamboo waste. This is our first product. These are our diaries, which we made it from wood waste. These are all three diaries. Like, let's start a wordsmith, Gandhiji. So we
I
will
love it.
customize all the product. This is the folders which we made it from the recycled paper, like just like a my clear bag. We put it. I am not a clear bag, but my intentions are very clear. This is our start right now box. Like, it's makes sense in two sense: start right now and start right now to stop the used climate change. These are our notepad. It's a plantable one. Once you are done with your notepad, you have to put it in the plant. It will grow into a basil seed, basil plant. You will get a basil plant out of it.
That's really, so you plant your notebook and it'll grow into a plant.
Yeah, this is our letterhead, which we made it from the bhusa seed, rice husk.
That's
This is our
amazing.
kit, Ekjut kit. This is our kit called Future Series, in which we are trying to show the endangered species. This is a very good art form of marble printing. This is our visiting card, which it's very unique. Like, it's on the visiting card, it's we printed the polu. This is the conference kit we generally provide to the conferences happening. Like, this conference pad is also a plantable. This pen, this ID card. This is the product called Pollution Solution, in which we are providing seeds, like promoting seeds plantation rather than a tree plantation.
Yeah. Amazing.
This is
Amazing.
the pot. This is the toothbrush.
Oh my goodness. Wow.
So these
I
are
love it.
the handbag. This is the coasters. We make it from the jute.
Amazing. Amazing. Gosh,
So
so many products. So many products. Thank you for showing me this, Ankit. This is amazing. So I have a question. I know we're time is flying. We have 6 minutes left, but I could absolutely say I think it makes sense to bring you back on the show again, and we can talk more. And we can. I mean, there's so much to talk about, right? But what I'd love to do, just to wrap up the show, how does all this tie into sustainable happiness? How does that tie in? Like, I guess, or what do you mean when we say sustainable happiness?
So generally, like, sharing sustainable happiness is our tagline. So whenever, like, suppose if we are using any product which is made up of either plastic or those kind of a material which harms our environment, so we are using it, right? But the happiness is not sustainable. Suppose we are drinking a water by a plastic bottle. Although we get drink the water, but the if we get in happiness, that is not a sustainable, because we are using that plastic bottle. But yes, if the bottle is made up of bamboo, then we can say, then the happiness that we get, it means it is a sustainable happiness. And we
Ah,
that's our tagline also. If you are getting a sustainable happiness by any of our product, maybe if you are using this pen, you are writing by this pen, you will get a happiness. Oh, I am using a sustainable pen. It means you are happy, and you are a sustain that happiness is called sustainable happiness. And if you are getting sustainable happiness, you want to share with more and more people, so that it will be shared with other people as well, and they can also get sustainable happiness. So that's our tagline, called sharing sustainable happiness to make our planet happy.
I love it. I like the way that you explain that. When we use these products, we get happiness, but if it's at the cost of the environment, it's not sustainable. So it's creating happiness through using sustainable products, so that happiness can be genuine, right? Lasting, sustainable happiness. I love it. I love it. So my last question, then, we have about 4 minutes left. My last question is, what's next for Unico? Where do you go? Like, right now, obviously you have a strong presence in India, where you are, and you're supporting local communities, but where do you go next? What's next?
So the next thing is actually we have both clients like B2B as well as B2C. So we are building our brands for a B2C as well as B2B. So right now we are in India, but we know that our products demand is much in European countries and in other countries. So we want to expand our business in other countries. We are looking for some people who can support us from other countries and they can promote our products, our brand in their country. So right now we are looking for some people who can come and join our brand and maybe a kind of our representative in their countries and promote our products in their countries. So that because a lot of companies are there in, suppose if we take an example of California, there are a lot of companies, and organizations are in California, but we don't have a connect in there. So we are looking for some people who are from different countries who can come and join us and start, so that they can also become an entrepreneur and they can get an opportunity to make an impact, and they can support our planet and they can get a business and earn money as well. So the next stage for us is to building some, finding some good connects from different countries and joining some more people from different countries, and they can promote our products in their countries as well. And side by side we are building our brand for a B2C as well.
Perfect. So then, how do they get in touch with you? Your website, social media. What's the best way for them to get in touch with you?
All platforms are best for us, but the main thing is like if someone really want to connect with us, they can definitely reach to us via our mail IDs, via our website called www.unico.com. They can also join us, like connect us with from our Instagram page. And one thing I just forget it, the thing like I started when I just said that packaging as a waste, packaging as a waste. So in Unico we also working that if someone is buying our product, so that ultimately gets two product. One is the main product and second one is packaging. So like packaging itself become a product. So we usually work with the concept called this one.
I love it.
Packaging is our product.
I love it. I love it. Well, so okay, we could go on so much longer. So Ankit, we'll have to have you back onto the show again. But thank you so much for being here. I'm really glad I got a chance to learn about you, learn about your story and your company, and I can't wait to encourage people to get in touch with you and to use your products and see you guys grow. And let's have you on here again. Does that sound good?
Yeah, it's perfect. And I also looking for some people that if anyone can join me and support us from their countries, so that we can create more impact to make our planet happy.
Absolutely. Sustainable happiness. Let's make the planet happy. I love it.
Yeah.
Awesome. Thanks so much for being on the show, Ankit. Until next time, and to our viewers, have a good one. Take care. Bye.